Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Welcome to episode 3 of Zed again. Let's hop straight into it. But before anything, I just want to say I hope everybody's enjoying their time. Everybody got some good gifts. And hopefully the team you're going for or better on today wins. But let's get straight into it. First off, I just want to start off by saying Penn State is the loudest environment I've ever been in. That home field advantage is real. Now, I told y'all that my brother goes to SMU, so of course my family, we flew out there to go to the game. And I'm going to just say everything that I thought was real is real, man. They rattled SMU's QB, and they blew them out to advance in the playoffs. You know, I did enjoy my time in Pennsylvania and Baltimore, but now that just brings on the question, is 12 teams too much in the college football playoffs? Every team that lost, they got completely dominated in the first round. It wasn't close at all. But personally, I don't think that 12 teams is too much. I think sometimes the committee just has to put the right team in over the teams that they feel like deserve it, just how they did with TCU that one year. But I think they're going to get it right next year. But from over the weekend, from the playoffs, my top 3 standout players, man, I got Will Howard, Jeremiah Smith, and Jeremiah Love. All 3 of those guys they put on the clinic. If Will and Jeremiah Smith play like that versus Oregon, it's going to be scary. Will wasn't being scary making passes, and he was progressing through his reads at a pro level. He looked like a low first round to high second round QB against Tennessee, I can't lie. And Jeremiah Smith, I don't even have to say nothing about him. He's just a grown man. It's hard to believe that he's a true freshman, man. It's like he has glue hands, and once he gets that ball, man, he just turns on the burners. I actually read a stat that Jeremiah Smith first pass, if y'all remember, was a drop. And after that, he hasn't dropped anything. So, man, he's going to be great. And Jeremiah Love, man, he had busted out that 95-plus yard run. I can't remember the exact number. Man, he had 8 carries, 108 yards, and a touchdown. That's all he needed to run over Indiana. Now, Indiana, they don't have the best defense, but if he can tote that pill like that versus Georgia, Notre Dame might be able to pull off the upset. That's going to be a good game, man. But, of course, everybody knows. I think, personally, that Georgia has the best defense in the playoffs. But I think they're better than Texas, if you ask me. Run and pass game-wise, I think Georgia has it. So if Jeremiah Love can go out versus Georgia, man, I don't know who's going to stop Notre Dame. And, the last topic that I just wanted to speak about for the college football playoffs, I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all a little pick 'em. I know I almost had it right last episode, man. I think I picked Tennessee to beat Ohio State. But Tennessee, man, they went out there and they completely embarrassed the SEC. Yeah, they embarrassed us. But getting started, man. So we got Texas versus Arizona State. Man, it's going to be Texas by a landslide. Texas might win that game by 21 points. And then we got the game of the week. We got Oregon versus Ohio State. Now, I think it's going to be a close one. Ohio State looked very good, very, very good versus Tennessee. But I'm going to have to go ahead and go with Oregon on this one, man. Oregon, they just look like the most complete team in college football right now. They're stars everywhere. From the run game to passing offense to the run defense to the passing defense. The coaching, Dan Lanning is doing a great job. I feel like Oregon is just the team to beat right now. And they've been tested. They beat Ohio State and they beat Penn State. I believe that they've been tested. So I got them winning this game. I'm going to say by 3 points. And then we got Penn State versus Boise State, man. This isn't going to be a question, man. Penn State, what I've noticed in that game, watching them versus SMU, Penn State has a very absolute defense. Their defense is complete with the help of Abdul Carter, that pass rush, the run defense, the pass defense. Penn State has, if you ask me, probably I might put them as the second best defense, honestly, behind Georgia. And I think they're gonna hold Genty to maybe 100. I give Genty 100. It's gonna be hard for him to go off, but I think they're gonna dominate Boise State. And then I have Georgia beating Notre Dame, even though they have their backup man. Carson Beck is out. Sad to hear that, of course. But I think Georgia is gonna pull it off. Notre Dame, I wouldn't be surprised if Notre Dame pulled off the upset, but all that is gonna depend on Riley Leonard. I know defense is gonna show up. I know Jeremiah Love is gonna show up. But if Riley Leonard doesn't show up, man, it could get ugly. All right, man, after talking about that college football, we're going to go ahead and hop into the NFL, man. And can we please just talk about my Packers? How good did we look on Monday Night Football versus the New Orleans Saints? 34-0. I know y'all heard, man. That's the first shutout of the NFL season, man. And y'all know the last time that we got a shutout, we won the Super Bowl that year. I don't want to get my hopes too high, but man, we look good. If we can play like that versus the good teams, man, it's gonna be ugly, man. But we've been scorching hot since week 11, man. We're second in points per game, and our defense is second in points allowed, man. I believe the media doesn't believe it, but I genuinely think that we are Super Bowl contenders, and I believe that this game versus the Vikings coming up will show us a lot about our team. Because, hopefully Jair plays and we're fully healthy. And Christian Watson, unfortunately got banged up a little bit. They said it was a bruised knee. But I think if we're healthy, I think we can beat the Vikings, man. I'm not scared of them. I just believe that we can beat any team in the playoffs, NFC or AFC, if we make it to the Super Bowl. I just feel like the media doesn't give us our credit because we're third in our division, even though we're 11-4. Now, I want to also talk about Jayden Daniels, man. The odds was against him. He got punched in the mouth, man. He ended up bouncing back, leading the Commanders to that win over Philly with that impressive throw at the end of the game, man. Just a ballsy throw. As a quarterback, you just have to believe that you can make that throw. It was just a nice comeback win, man. It's great to see a rookie. It's rare. And it's great to see a rookie, leading their team, being good out the gate, because we rarely see the rookies that hop straight into the game. They don't sit behind anybody, and they do bad off rip. So I'm just happy for Jayden Daniels, man. He ended up giving Philly 258 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 picks. That's just a great game from him. And then Josh Allen, man, he ended up increasing Lamar's MVP chances. He had a terrible game versus the Patriots. Division game, so of course it's going to be harder, but he just looked bad out there. He had 154 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. Now, he increased Lamar MVP's chances, but Lamar is going to have to go off today in primetime versus the Texans for this Christmas Day game. I honestly see Lamar. I say he needs to throw about 250, 3 to 4 touchdowns, no picks, and he has that lead for the MVP back, and again, in my eyes. Now we're going to go ahead and hop into our NFL pick'em today. I know it seems like we're moving kind of fast. It's Christmas Day. I'm with family right now, so it's going to be kind of a shorter episode, So for our Christmas pick'em, man, we got the Chiefs beating the Steelers. The Chiefs, somehow they always sneak out of games. I think the Steelers offense just won't be able to hang. It's going to be close though, but I got the Chiefs winning probably by 3 to 7 points. And then I got the Ravens beating the Texans, man. Lamar has a lot to prove to the media, and it's just sad because he's already proven so much, but he just keeps getting doubted. He keeps getting overlooked. They keep putting Josh Allen ahead of him. So I think Lamar is going to have a very, very exceptional game today. And then we're going to move over to Thursday Night Football, man. I got the Seahawks beating the Bears. They just have to win this game, if they want any hope of making the playoffs. So they're just going to have to win. And then we got 3 games on Saturday. I got the Chargers beating the Patriots, of course, Chargers trying to make the playoffs. Patriots tank mode right now. And then we jump into the Bengals versus the Broncos, man. That's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. But I have the Bengals beating the Broncos off the sole fact that the Bengals have to win out if they want to make the playoffs. So I got the Bengals, man. And then, of course, I got the Rams beating the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, it's time for the Cardinals to move on, man. He's He's just not an NFL quarterback. I'm sorry. He's not that good to me. He's not good. They need to move on from him. Then we move over to Sunday. We got the Bills versus the Jets. Of course, the Bills are going to beat the Jets, man. That's no question. Well, let me not say it's no question. The Jets have been looking kind of better lately, but at the end of the day, it's still the Jets. And then I got the Titans beating the Jags. You know, the Jags are in tank mode, so I don't see them trying to win this game. And then we got the Titans are in tank mode too, to be honest. I'm sorry. But the Titans are a better team, so I think they'll win. And then we got the Bucks versus the Panthers. Bucks just got completely embarrassed Sunday night versus the Cowboys. So I see them bouncing back, trying to win that division. So I'm going to take the Bucks. And then we got the Saints versus the Raiders. Man, everybody, including Shadur Sanders, was pissed that the Raiders won. So I see them tanking from here on out, not winning another game. So I got the Saints, man. And then we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys, division game, rivalry game. But the Eagles will win this game. I say by 10 points. Then we got the Colts versus the Giants. Giants are in tank mode. They have the number one pick at the moment, not looking to win. So I'm going to take the Colts. Then we got the Dolphins versus the Browns. I'm going to take the Dolphins, man. The Browns are just trash. I don't know if they're starting DTR this week, but if they do, they're going to get blown out. And then I have the Packers beating the Vikings. No questions. We have to win this game to show that we can compete with the best of the best. So if Jair plays, I believe it's no question. It'll be an easy game. And then we move on to the Commanders versus the Falcons. I really, as a Packers fan, honestly, I hope the Falcons can win their division and move up to the 3 seed in front of the Rams, because I do not want to play the Rams in the playoffs. I'm not scared of them. It's just that the Rams are the type of team that, like I said, they can go off any moment. You never know what's going to happen when you play them. But unfortunately, I got the Commanders beating the Falcons, man. I just don't think the Falcons stand a chance. It would be good. It's going to be cool, though, to see Penix versus Daniels. I wonder how Penix is going to look out there, but I still got the Commanders winning. Then on Monday Night Football, we got the Lions versus the Niners. The Lions are going to destroy the Niners, man. Get back game for last year. Dan Campbell lost them that game, being the terrible coach that he is. So I see them just pulling all the tricks out the bag and just trying to run up the score. And then, last but not least, man, we're going to go ahead and look at the NBA. Ain't nothing really important happened since our last episode. It's only been like 3 days, so I'm just going to do just a little pick 'em for today, for the games today. I got the Knicks beating the Spurs. I see Wemby and Cat going off. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Knicks are going to win. I got the Mavs beating the Timberwolves, man. It's just some teams you just don't lose to. And I feel like for the Mavs, the Timberwolves is one of those teams. I got the Celtics beating the 76ers. It's not going to be close. The 76ers are garbage this year. And I doubt Embiid will play. Now, I believe this will be the best game of the day. The Warriors versus the Lakers, Curry versus Bron. And man, give me Steph Curry. I think they're gonna absolutely dominate the Lakers. I see them winning by 5 to 10 points. And then the Suns versus the Nuggets, man. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm a huge KD fan. This might be a little biased. Give me the Suns. I don't care. All right, y'all, that's it for the episode today, man. I know it's a bit of a short episode, but it's Christmas time. I'm with my family. A bit of a short week, too, between the episodes, so not a lot has happened. But once again, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I pray everybody enjoys their day, and I hope everybody likes their gifts. And thank you for listening to your weekly episode of Say It Again.